All right, I'm on hole number 7 of the 2019 Fall Major in the opening round of the rookie division. Hole number 7. All the par 3s in this, if you got lower developed stuff, in my opinion, even if you got upper developed stuff, are low percentage shots to get hole-in-ones. And this one is the lowest. This is a very difficult hole. And there's 2 sides that you can come. You can come at it from over here, or you can come at it from over here. I'm not a fan of this because you're starting off on a huge, I mean, look at it when the video comes. It looks just like this. It's that steep. And so if you're setting up to aim your ball here and you're trying to bring your ball around, you're fine. But what happens if you hit a little bit great to the left and you're down here, your ball comes off flat. If you hit a little bit great to the right, it takes a bigger hop. And so the spot over here, if you hit great to the left or the right, can be so inconsistent that your in spot could be all over the place. And I want to do whatever I have to do to get as close to the green and try and eliminate all of these traps, and all of these traps. I want to eliminate all those traps. Now, I don't have the club here to be able to bring a wood and try and go at it like I would come at this with my Guardian and try and backspin, side spin it towards the hole to throw it to the right to get it to drop back down. So I'm going to bring in my Saturn, and with a 3 power ball, I'm going to open up a little teeny window down here at max club, and the wind is blowing in this direction. So I'm going to have to spin it around on this side and push the wind out instead of getting behind it here and pulling the wind out. And I'm going to bring my Saturn because my Saturn gives me lots of movement. I've got curl, I've got all kinds of stuff. I have no idea what I should put on it in order to get it to go up there because I've only shot this shot twice with this ball. And the first time I came here, I brought my level 1 Guardian and I got up there and got my birdie, but it wasn't the right club. So I'm going to switch this shot up. And I'm going to bring a Titan and a Saturn. I'm going to do a 2 per ring adjustment because I'm definitely going to be at max club. And I'm going to add on. I'm going to bring this bag so that I can, if for some reason that shot doesn't work out, I can switch back to the Guardian because I know I can at least get up there and get a birdie with the Guardian. It ain't pretty, but I can get it. But I have to switch to a Marlin ball if I use my Guardian because that red line will be too far forward. So with the Titan, my red line will be here with my Saturn, and my Guardian will be up here, but that's too far. So if I switch balls, my red line will now be here, my Saturn will be down here, and here will be my Guardian. So if I do have to switch to my Guardian, I'm going to have to switch balls in order to make that happen. Got a Saturn. I'm doing 2 per ring. Other than that, I have no idea how I should set this shot up. Let's open up that pin chest and see if we can get 7,000 cards. Not that one. All right. Let's see if we can get a hole-in-one. I think my odds are grim. But like every time when you take these shots, you have a shot. Yeah, look at how steep that hill is. That is Daytona. That's like 38%, 40% banking. That is massive. And you see they hit it great to the right, and it threw the ball on a different trajectory. Totally different trajectory. You have just a little teeny window down here to get that ball into. It's 3.8. I'm going to do 15%. That'd be 4, 6. I'm doing 2 per ring. There's 2, 4, 6. Put some curl on it. And I hit it way great to the right, like 2 rings great to the right. That's why I clipped the rough. Too far great to the right. That's going to be a very difficult chip with these lower developed clubs. Luckily, the only club in my bag that has awesome stuff for this is a Firefly, and I do have a Firefly with me, but it's no gimme with any club. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. How far away am I? Wind might play a factor here. So I'm going to be just a little off the flagpole, but I still want to be in the cup. Hit it great to the right. I think I missed that. Woo, that was luck. Woo! Got lucky there. Wind did play a factor. So it's a good thing that I didn't take all of that wind out, or that would have missed. So normally I think of from the flagpole to the from the center of the cup, the flagpole to the edge of the cup is 4 miles per hour wind. So if the wind was taking effect there, then I should have put it like right on the edge of the cup and it would have hit the flagpole. But I hedged my bet, and the wind did play a factor, and that allowed the great to the right to still be a viable option. And that's hedging your bet. And that's it. And let me draw that out here. So you got the flagpole, you got your cup. Okay. If you're pointed on a shot like that, and let's say wind's not a factor, and you point straight at the cup and you hit it perfect. Now, there's a certain distance you get where your ring set's smaller than the cup, and it doesn't matter if you hit it great to the left or the right, it can still go in. But if you're back at that distance, kind of like where I was at, and let's say wind wasn't a factor, where the ring set is, the same size as the cup, and you aim right towards the flagpole. If you hit it perfect, it hits the flagpole and goes in the hole. If you hit it great to the left, it could miss right here on the edge of the cup. If you hit it great to the right, it can miss right here on the edge of the cup. And so what you can do, let's say you're on a day where it's like every single thing I'm hitting is going great to the right. You can hedge your bets. And instead of putting this right on the flagpole, you can put it right here. So if you hit it perfect, it goes in the hole. If you hit it great to the right, it goes in the hole. If you hit it great to the left, it's definitely going to miss. And so you can hedge your bets on that. If you think, wow, I think wind's going to play a factor, instead of taking out all the wind, you can take out that's what I did there. So I thought there was 4 miles per hour wind. So here's the cup, here's the flagpole. I should have came out to the edge of the cup, but I wasn't sure if wind was going to play a factor. So I went halfway. So if wind was a factor, it's going to put a perfect ball in the cup. But if I hit it great to the right, it also has the opportunity to go in the cup, and great to the left is going to miss completely. So you can hedge your bets sometimes on those. But sometimes you're just right at that distance where you're like, man, I'm not sure if wind's going to play a factor or not. Instead of taking out all of the wind, you can play with that cup measurement. Now that works when you're a rookie, but when you get into pro and expert and you're dealing with 6, 8, 10, 12 mile an hour winds, 15 mile an hour winds, it's a little bit more difficult. But it's a good skill to pick up. So if you find yourself not being able to register that or judge that distance right, you can kind of hedge your bets where you don't take it all out, and that way it may open up a shot to the left or the right. All right, that was hole number 7 of the 2019 Fall Major. Thanks for watching.